basketball. Why? Why? Because she mentioned already experiences. She said, I'm little, but I'm equipped and where I'm tough. Others are hoping right in the air, but I can dodge under their feet. So she talks about experiences, knowledge, and she is ready. So D is the best. So we need to know how the test maker make the answers. We don't care about the text, but the answers. That's why. And of course, we'll give you introduction here to help you. That's brilliant. Now let's try another question about the main purpose. Remember, this is an official test from the SAT. So the question will be the same. Let's try.
Sir, it has to
Now,
be
with
B.
B,
Yeah.
so B is the best answer. But we need to know why. Do you have any evidence? Wait. He said the newspapers thrived, and especially in where is thrived here? Number one, he said flourished. Yes or no? Yes.
Yeah.
How flourished? They produced 11. Wait, the city produced 20 newspapers. What else again? He said thus. Do you know thus? Cause and effect. Cause and effect relation. It is unsurprising. The city became such rich. All of this right. But wait, why did wrong? Let's find the evidence. Why the newspapers published in Texas were so popular? Are we talking about popularity of these newspapers?
No.
There is no any details about that. So always find
Yeah.
evidence in the sentence and always focus on the beginning and focus on the powerful verbs in each sentence. This can help you. So that means here it's not explained or detailed or reasons. That's right. Perfect. I'm right. This is a question. It is so easy about the function of the underlined only. And we ask you, what is the content of the underlined? Do we have contrast? Does the underlined explain why forms cannot survive? Or why indicate astrobiologists it chose to conduct? Or are we describing limitation, drawbacks, disadvantages, limits? Between.
Sir, so whenever there is like an underlined question, they're only asking um for the underlined content only and nothing
Yes,
else?
right. But wait, but we read it. We read very quickly, but we focus on what is underlined only. Let's try together. Blah, 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 one off, okay. Marry and search for life. What it remains in this harsh place. Because why they do this research in this place? Because this desert mirrors the extreme environment on Mars. And then I read very quickly the rest. So I read here slowly, focus on it. And here very quickly. Now check. In this underline, do we have any contrast?
No.
So it's wrong. Do we have any reason why life forms cannot survive? This is always wrong.
Yeah.
Why? Technologists, yes. Why? Because they tell you why they chose this place, especially for this is conduct of research. Because this is place mirrors extreme environment. So we can study carefully. But wait, if I don't know CHT, are we talking about limitations to conducting scientific study?
No.
They didn't mention that. They say chose it because of it. So this means it is wrong, so C is correct. And that's why. But the problem sometimes the test maker changes the vocab, conduct. Here he said search. You know, it's a synonym language, as you know. And there's a common mistake. Comparison and contrast in answers. It's not in the text. Speak up. But if you read only the underlined, you will answer wrong. But we read the underlined closely, slowly. And the rest very quickly. So this is a simple one, and I will send inshallah today a lot of notes about this kind of questions, and it's very easy. But your problem, Hassan, always do you understand the text or not? So anywhere you don't know, study it. And I will send you a lot of vocabulary about it together. Don't worry. Let's go.
Okay.
Number 9. It is the same function. Let's read.
But sir, before we start, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How much time do I need to take in each question in English?
Do you know it's about like 70 seconds. But don't worry about the time. But worry about the speed of reading, the concentration, and what does the question need exactly. So before I go to read, what I am looking for, the underlined, okay, where is the underlined in the last sentence? So this is the conclusion of the paragraph. So I'm reading very, very, very quickly, and when I come here, I stop. But I focus on the sentence, not the part only. You
Yeah.
catch it?
Yeah, I
And
got
then,
it, I got it.
then memorize the common mistakes. Let's read. Let me help you.
Yes, please.
Remember, every text, every question from different science, sociology, psychology, physiology, business, economy, this is way. Always focus on the question and always find evidence for each answer. Let's revise it now. Okay, let me help you guys. That's clear. Don't worry, later, inshallah, I'll send you the PDF and you can share and do what you want.
Okay.
Let's do it now, just like by reasoning. Let's know why is wrong. Is the underlying objection, disagreement, the argument, the idea of correct? You remember it all means and so on. So this scientist and the other man. So is it objection to the argument, to the idea about transportation mode choice? I'm going to read
No.
system features, so it does not. So CA draw, tablet CD. It explains why it's challenging to influence transit leadership only by altering characteristics of a transit system. Let's read. Certain features do affect leadership, yes, of course, but here we have a challenge. But there is an irreducibly contextual dimension. This is a challenge or not? Challenge. So system features can do affect, but we have a challenge in an obstacles, hindrance. So this is could be, but wait. Do not make decision. Illustrate claim. What's that? I remember illustrate, explain. Characteristic associated with high transit leadership in Mexico is not associated with high transit. That's in the underlined. Does not make sense into the underlined at all. We are talking about the system features affect or not the leadership. And so here he said is not associated, so it's opposite. But wait, it substantiate, what means substantiate? Proves the evidence. The assertion that population, density, spatial distribution, and demographic information about characteristics of people are important factors, then this is underlined. You didn't mention that. You catch it, it's in another sentence. So that's mean would be it is wrong. So letter B, it's correct. That's why we focus on the underlined only, Sam.
Yeah.
That's why. Do you have any difficult word here? Or only the structure?
It's only the structure. I feel like there are some words and phrases that I cannot understand, like in my vocabulary.
Let me help you how to steal from the writer. Use the writer's style. Look, between the dashes, emphasize the information to something before. He said here, simply reproducing a feature. What's that? Low fares. So between two dashes, already have emphasized information to describe something before. E.g. in Latin means ex gratia, means for example. So I'm giving you an example. And you must write it like that if you are writing by hand. As you have studied in IG, when you write, you should choose, for example, for instance, or e.g. dot. Okay, so the feature, look, is. Look, producing is unlikely to induce what? Object. So reproducing the feature is improbable to introduce. And you induce just like to add effects or to do changes. EL means and so on, and the others. So this and the others. If EL means just like and others and so on and so forth, as you know. Yeah, that was why. Special, it's another spelling of the word special. And the system maker repeat it again here. That means it's a effective word. Demographic here, demo means people, graph means information. So features about people, populations, what kind of people, children, buses, schools, students, what's exactly. Do you catch it? Let me help you. Here you have including. So all of these examples about complex mix of factors. So all of these factors, if you don't understand any word, don't care. All of them the same because it's a list.
Yeah.
Look. So that means how can I escape from some vocab? But we need to study techniques to master any vocab in English. And I will tell you the secret, but later. Now we should adapt to the question and see what's going on. Now we are going to give you a new skill. What's the overall structures? You have to study it in your system, but when you write, you should organize your information. The first sentence talks about something. What's it? The second sentence talks about something else. What is it? The last sentence talks about something. What is it? That is. So when you find an answer about a structure, find the order or organization of ideas. At the beginning, what do we discuss? What does the writer discuss? Does he describe a phenomenon? There you go. That scientists do not fully understand. It's a phenomenon. Yes, it's a phenomenon. But he didn't mention that scientists do not fully understand. Let's go. It changes to vegetation's cover and other human activities influence. Influence what? Carbon and nitrogen levels in soil. Though challenge. How deep these effects extend is unclear. There is no any indication or evidence that the scientists do not understand it. He said the scientists hypothesize an idea and then they do experiment and then they test and then they found. So there is no mention about this part in the sentence. And what does that mean, Hassan? The test maker sometimes make the answer half correct and the other half wrong. There is a phenomenon, correct? And they hypothesize correct. But at the beginning, we don't discuss about scientists misunderstood, or they don't understand, or they don't perceive. So is wrong. So it means the overall structure is the order of the ideas. What is discussed first? What is discussed second? What is discussed third? Here, it introduces an unresolved scientific question. So that's here we have unresolved question. Yes. How did he know? He said, how deep is unclear. So we have a question. A question here means the issue, not a question as a question mark. It's an issue. It's a question situation. You have a problem. Yes, but wait. Presents, remember the first sentence we introduced, and the second sentence he mentions hypothesis. And after that, then describes an observation they found. You know, observations like consequences, the results, the findings. So this is correct order. Introduce, and then present, and then say, oh yes, so it's me. But wait. At the beginning, the writer mentioned the process, and you know process about the steps of the experiment. How do they did or conduct the research? At the beginning, he didn't discuss that, but he discussed that in the middle, not at the beginning. Imagine 1, 2, 3. So that means the structure is wrong because the experiment and the process in the middle, not at the beginning. He didn't start with process. So from the beginning, the answer is wrong. So don't read. Again, explain hypothesis in the middle, not at the beginning. So the answer is wrong. So we test you about the organization of ideas. In sentence number 1, what is discussed? Number 2, what is presented? Like that. So do you understand overall structure?
Yeah.
And this is structure, it's not about language general or about your sense or about your style. No, it's the writer style only. Because in writing, as you have studied in IGCSE, you write as you like. It's your style. You are the writer.
Yeah.
But here you are restricted to the style of the writer one. So be careful. Now we need to try something else. Another skill will test you for specific content in the text. For example, what was surprising to scientists, the scientists who were studying seismic activity data from? So what was surprising? So when I'm going to read, I'm looking for what is surprising only. If you found it, you know where is the answer. Remember, it's a specific task question. We ask you for a specific point. While you are reading, your job to find where is the sentence related to the question. If you found it, you know where is your answer in the text. Let's read. Oh, this discovery was surprising too. So my answer is not to be here. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Ah, now, scientists believe, so let's read. Surprising why? As they expected that the Mars quakes would originate from all over the planet. It means what mean would originate? But there is only one origin planet because of the cooling of the planet's surface. It's surprising indeed. All the earthquakes come from one place. How? Now, now it means like, what about the conclusion? What after all the studies? Scientists believe that there could be areas of active magma flows deep beneath that trigger, that support, that stimulate, that excite the Mars quakes. So we need to check. To check what? To check what is mentioned here only. So what is the answer that mentions this idea only? That is a trap. How about the test maker? The test maker can add any information from the beginning, from the end, from his mind, from out of topic, out of paragraph, out of text. Depends. Let's read. So how about number one? The surface temperature of Mars has been rising. Did he mention that? Of
No.
course not. So it's out of context. There were different types of seismic waves. It's mentioned here. Wrong.
No.
That's it. So NASA InSight lander collected less than other. This comparison, look, comparison or not, but here there is no comparison. And I'm not talking about in the sentence about NASA collecting or not. She's wrong. Little b, but wait, why? All the Mars quakes started from the same. This is definition for what means originate. So the answer is paraphrasing the same content by different words and is related. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So when I read the question, I must know what is the skill, what is the point before I go to read. And inshallah later we'll have techniques how to escape from the structure in question. Because sometimes the test maker use a sentence, it's difficult in grammar. I don't understand the sentence itself because the grammar is just so stupid. For example, like that, waves causing Mars. That means the waves was a cause. Is that mentioned? So you didn't mention that. So be careful.
Yeah.
Now let's try again. Here we have a specific target again. What do some historians suggest about Maya? Here we can see Maya and Maya. So Maya civilization. So I'm talking about this as point only. So go to find information about the question. What do some historians suggest? But this question, Hussam, it's general. You didn't mention what's exactly about civilization. That means we test you for a fact or idea in the paragraph. As I'm giving you like true and false. They say, but he didn't mention what's exactly about civilization. Now let's read together.
Okay. Okay, sir. I think answer A is more related to the context.
So literally out of context, sure,
Yeah, I'm sure.
but
No, I
A
mean
is
like
correct.
it's
A is
yeah, I
correct.
mean no, I mean
But
that
wait,
A is correct.
so you mean it's related? Okay, but why not B?
Uh,
Do
because
we have to
it
respect it?
did so
Embarrassing.
it didn't say anything about respect, I think.
That's mean the idea already, but he didn't want it. This civilization was highly secretive. What is that? You have anything to support it?
No.
So this is mean we invent the idea opposite to the text or out of topic. Remember, related to the topic general, but not to the main point of the paragraph. And here, of course, try to introduce its writing. No, that is brilliant. Do you have any difficult word in this text?
No, it's all easy.
Sure.
I'm sure.
And you know what means the flourish? Inherited.
Inherited means to acquire from the past, like past generations.
Pasteurization. So just like you inherit, you can inherit money, ideas, knowledge. You know that, right? Like
Yeah.
you inherited, yes, chromosomes from your father, mother.
Yeah.
I hate biology, but I don't know it. You do it. Now again, oh, new skill. But this is time, it's very easy. We always ask you for evidence to support the idea, like that. Which quotation from the bit most effectively, which means clearly, exactly, strongly, not general, not unclear, illustrate the claim. Illustrate, as you know, it has the Latin root lus or lum. Lus, lum, in inward meaning you give light to an idea, so you make it clear. You give it support, you know it? You will give evidence.
Yeah.
Now I must find the claim. Your job, find the claim in the text, and then go to support it. Let's go. The bat is an, so it's a story. Okay, in the story, the banker, this is the claim. So that is your claim. We need to find the information related to the claim only. Any idea not related, delete it, because I need support evidence for it. A banker is described as being very upset about something. So I need very upset only, not upset and happy. Let's read together.
All right.
Let's read together. Let's read. So in quotation, then the banker cautiously broke the seals of the door and put the key in the keyhole. You give me about the incidents and actions, events of the story. What is any feeling about that he's very upset or not? Out of context, out of the question target. It struck 3 o'clock. Banker listened. Everyone was asleep, and nothing could be heard. What is the feeling that he is angry or not? No feelings. The banker is spoiled, and here we have 2 adjectives describe the banker. This feeling, and the word frivolous, enthusiastic, yes, with millions, remember, with millions, beyond his reckoning, was delighted. How you are spoiled and enthusiastic and delighted. This is called the conflicting feelings. Happy and sad at the same time. The
Yeah.
point he said, yeah, because
Upset.
yeah, it is a trap from the test maker. Sometimes ask you for positive in the claim, find the positive only. Sometimes to ask you for negative only. Sometimes you need both. Here you need only negative. So she is wrong. And the banker wants to be happy, his banker, money, you know. Okay. When who the banker got home, he lay on his bed. Okay, what happened? But he tears. Look, upset. Emotion kept him for hours from sleeping. So he hears an emotions only for being very upset from something. Let's assume he's upset about something, but he's thinking too much about something. This means later being expressed negative point only. So do you correct? That's fine. As you have studied in your system, if you have idea, you must find supported information related to it only. But here in American, we ask in different way.
Yeah.
But the problem about the amount of knowledge. Something you don't see it in your system, it's about infographics. We need you to read the table to support an idea. Let's use. I will read the question carefully. Which choice most effectively uses what means most effective all the time? To be accurate language, to be strong. You see, it's to be accurate information related to the question. So don't worry about the question. So we need data from the table to complete the statement. Where is the statement? Here. Where is it? The last sentence. So we need information from the table to support this statement only, nothing else. And where is the statement, Mister? The last sentence. Or the last sentence, whatever it is, from full stop to full stop. But in America, we call it period. In your system, it was full stop. Here, we call it period. Okay, let's read to know. Now we came to the statement. This problem would be especially concerning for what? Remember, he said among the cancer species for legal extinction. He said this problem. What is the problem here? As he said concerned, but that is the problem. So this is problem would be especially for, so we need support for this problem. The longer, the less likely. What is here about that? The longer in time, the less. So simply, if I look here 11 years, 6 years, so I think I must look here. But we need to go to check every sentence. Imagine. Let's try it. Here, for example, passenger pigeon. Let's go to pigeon. Here. Is it the longer time?
No.
That the longer time must be that, or that must be this one longer. You see it? If you make it by mass, you will find this is longer time. So it must be this is one. So this one, it's not. Yeah, but so no longer. So the start of the sentence is wrong. So wrong. Wait. Saber-toothed cat, which became extinct 11 years ago. Let's wait. What is the cat? 11 years ago. Okay, so this is could be longer. And it's the same information. Look, same.
Yeah.
Woolly mammoths. Okay, woolly mammoths here. Yeah. Look, 11 or 6 years. So 11 is the longer. That's what he said the longer. He didn't say longer. So the longer in the table. So we make comparison. Okay, but this is 11. So woolly mammoths does not support the idea from the beginning. How about Caribbean monk? Uncle, let's read. Must be not, of course. This one. And use it by your mind. So minus 2024, as you know, like, how about years? This is 11,000 years without thinking it's the longest. You catch it?
Yeah, yeah.
I do hate math, but I love it. Check this
No, I
point.
actually got it, so
Yeah, that's a point. So here it's letter B is wrong, so it's correct. So we test you for interpretation table, but not any interpretation, something related to the statement. But how about the problem data question? The problem, he said this problem. So you must go to read back to find what is the problem. That's right. Let me give you a hint. That is, that is an transition word expression to tell you that the writer is going to explain something more in detail after the dash. That is. So if you don't understand this part, try to understand this part. Found that?
Yeah, I found.
Yeah.
Um,
And of course, specifically is I'm going to give you a specific example to something mentioned before. يبقى this example to, so if you don't understand this point, try to understand from the example. But we don't need this part because already we need this part only for the question, as I said. That means I'm trying to escape from the writer style, not the test maker style. This is the style of the writer, the author.
yeah.
This is the test maker. Everyone has techniques. I can escape from the author, but the test maker no, because it's a question. I need to know. Yes. Here is a question again. Look, evidence. But wait, this time is different. The yellow whopper, short story, okay. Okay, in the story, the narrator, this is the claim. Yes or no, my dear friend? Yes. To illustrate the claim. Is it every time illustrate? Sometimes illustrate, eliminate, make it clear. And sometimes weaken the claim. Weaken means we need something opposite, something to prove the opposite. But here it's illustrate, all right. But wait, mixed feelings, as I told you, it's not positive or negative, but both. Like you are happy and sad at the moment. How? Hysterical situation, as you know. But let's read to find the both together. What's that? Let's go to see. This wallpaper has a kind of sub-pattern in a different shade, particularly irritating. No, negative. For you can only see it in a certain light, not clearly negative. Here he mentioned only the negative side. Wrong. This is a trap. By moonlight, the moon shines, and shines something good. In all night, when there is moon, I wouldn't know it was the same paper or not. Negative again. Wrong. I'm really getting in quiet font. Lovely, I do love it. All, but what means all but? Something opposite. That horrid. How to say that you love the big room and you hate this part? Two opposites, fold up and horrid. This is the answer. But wait, the color is repellent, almost revolting. And revolting is a negative feeling. And this word I don't care. This one I don't care, so I'm clean. Remember, it's list, semicolon to all of them the same feeling. So if you don't know this word, don't care. You see, he said it strangely. It's negative only. So this part for negative side only, so D is wrong because he asked you for mixed. Sometimes the test maker, Hassan, can change the word conflicting feelings, confusing feelings, baffling feelings. He needs the two opposite feelings, the quotation. So here C is correct. If you don't know it means horror, you must use your mind. Any word that has horror or horror, we're talking about horror. So horrid, horrible, terrible, and the same meaning. So it's negative, actually positive, so you are sure. So we need to escape. As you mentioned here, it can be story and sometimes it can be poetry. But here's the style of verse, prose, not poetry. But we have poetry already inside. But it's very simple poems. Do you understand, Hassan?
Yeah, I got it.
This is called reading the questions. But I like to introduce you to the easy questions for the writing style before we get angry. Here we have easy questions for the grammar, rule, the structure, mechanics, writing structure. Now it's your turn. Try 20.
Right. So which one, 19 or 20?
As you like. Number 20.
Right. C.
You want to make it C and C it's correct. But wait, we need to know why. He said make.
Uh,
What make? The situation. Make what? Make this, what this? So you refer to situation. And situation is singular. Y plural, Y plural, Y plural. Let me tell you Hassan about something. The American
right.
students, the American students in America or outside, they use something called hacks. What mean the hacks? Guessing or educated guess. Sometimes, but this is wrong. If you found the three answers, the plural, 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 but one single, delete the three plural. If I find the three singular, delete the three singular. But this is called taking risk. Remember, taking risk. Use
Yeah.
the risk at the last stage. Question difficult. I'm running. I'm confused. I'm worried. You can use. But here you understand and you're highly qualified, so you can use your knowledge, not hacks. But I'm giving you. And inshallah later I'll tell you all the hacks in case there's a question difficult. Here is the same again. Try.
Right. Uh, for 21, it's A.
So letter A, sure.
I'm sure.
So letter A is correct. But wait, why not me? Don't tell me sense. We don't have any sense role in answers. Like some students tell me, I know it by sense, mister, not by rules. Not must be rules. Here, land must be subject. What is the verb? So we need verb. We need complete verb phrase. We need verb. Is this a verb? This verb. This is phrase. Something will start something. This is not verb. This is not verb. This infinitive phrase. Infinitive phrase. Present participle phrase, not verb. But here it's a verb, past simple tense. So do you remember the tenses in English? 12 tenses, present simple, past continuous, future. So we have 12 tenses. So we must memorize all the tenses. Because if you find a question like that, we need tense, nothing else. But you now answer by tense. To catch it like that, here invented. It's a verb. Was feature, it's a verb. But here there's no verbs. Remember, 2 plus infinitive, not verb. 2 plus infinitive, not verb. Using, it's a main verb, but what is the helping verb? So land is using okay, was using okay, will be using okay, but this is not verb. This is only main verb. You catch it?
Yeah.
But that means no verbs. Right. Number 22. Try. Let me help.
I got it, sir, I think. I'm sure, not think. It's D.
Letter D.
Yeah.
Okay, but we need to know why not A. Because you are confusing. Let's see.
Uh,
Where is the sentence? We test you for verbs. So read the sentence only. Your problem is that you don't know the skill. Here we test you for the subject. Here we have verbs. What is subject? Who or what ensure or ensures? Who? I'm going to find. Using is a subject. Do you remember when you studied gerund? Gerund verb plus ing can be subject. So using one of ensures, not the sounds ensures. Using one of. So the subject must be singular. So the verb must be singular. This is a code skill in English. If the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. We call it in English subject-verb agreement. But wait, I can find another way. What's that? Present continuous means the action is temporary for a short time. Are we talking about something in a short time or talking about facts? Talking about facts uses.
Facts.
Yeah, so facts must be present simple tense. So no continuous tense. Present perfect something happened in the past. So it's called the present perfect tense. Happened in the past and still happening. Is this meaning here? Happened in the past and still happening? I'm giving you sociology facts. So he is wrong. Ensure and ensures it's about present simple tense. Ensure. It's a plural. Okay, but not sons ensure. Using the sons. Using one of. And this is a skill, inshallah, we'll study later to know more about it. So here,
Yeah.
select letter D. Do you remember the hack? Three plural delete. Plural. Plural. Plural for present
Plural.
simple tense. Three plural delete. So letter
Yeah.
D. Oh, I can answer it without reading. Yes. Look. Singular, singular, singular. D. Whoa. Is that workable? 95% workable in the test, but maybe not. So I must read the check. Let me help. Where is the sentence from full stop to full stop? Such iconic references, so plural. And then non-essential information, and then comma. So subject, comma, information, comma, verb. The verb here. Who or what represents key moments and personalities 20th century? Who? Such iconic references. So it's a plural subject. So we must have plural verb. So it's be. Look, so easy. You will not. But wait, the hacks. So don't follow the hacks. That's not my deal.
Okay, right.
Now,
Got it.
now the last question before you get angry. Number 20. You are a good friend. Top easy one. 23.
Right. B.
Letter B is the best answer. As you did. But remember, sometimes you can answer it in seconds. How, mister? Don't know. Use your mind. Is it plural or singular?
Singular.
Check. How did you know? It's a plural.
B
I don't know. He said when your place your. So how many hands do you have? He said your hands. So it's a plural. Why here it's a singular? Well, remember this is way is to confirm, to assert an answer.
yeah.
So singular. But wait. How about this one? Singular plural. The same meaning.
This is singular.
Yeah, so it's not in the plural.
No.
So again, good job. You catch it? Yeah, that is so easy. And already after apostrophe S, we need noun or apostrophe noun. But it must be preposition, something you can have. But this is not something you can have. This is preposition. How? It must be noun. Like my father, the car is noun. Whoa, I can answer quickly without reading. Yeah, of course. So seeing is wrong. So without reading, without knowing what means ramen or not. So that is quite simple ones. All right, Hassan, I would not like to make it longer session for you, but I'm so much happy to meet you and very
Me
delighted to
too,
know
sir.
that you're going to enter America. But I'm so sad about that you finished IGCSE because IGCSE is a long way for education, stressed out and up. But
Yeah.
if I know you before, I would change you to American division from grade 10 to 12. But you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inshallah, we need to plan a strong, strict plan to let you enter the test. But I'd like you to tell me what kind of score or what score exactly do they need and what are the qualifications for the college because we can plan it together. If it's a high score, we will stretch too much time and knowledge. If it's a medium, we can focus on the questions and give you the score only. You know it?
Yeah. But sir, I'd like to tell you that I'm okay with working hard because I have a lot of free time since I graduated this year.
So you have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Oh, very good news. I do love that. So I'm going to send you library books. Yeah, I will select it one. Yeah, points to study and points to answer, and we'll do it together. But what I need, find all the requirements and qualifications or credentials for your college and send me.
Okay,
Okay?
sir. Okay. All right.
And always be in touch for any problem you encounter, any trouble. Deal.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Deal,
Deal.
Hassan. And now it's time for fun. Let's have it. Go for it. Inshallah.
Thanks.
Bye bye, my
Okay,
dear
thank
friend.
you, sir.
Always bye.
Thank you, sir. It was nice meeting you, sir.
You too, inshallah.